I'm Commander Sean Welch, Deputy Commander for Material Readiness, Submarine Squadron 15. Our squadron is one of several on island responsible for assisting the sailors of the USS Theodore Roosevelt through aggressive mitigation actions to combat COVID-19. We're making sure that our shipmates are provided for by delivering meals and maintaining sanitation. We're working to flatten the curve, protect our shipmates, and maintain the Navy mission ready.
Good afternoon. I'm Master Chief Jason Hayes, Engineering Department Master Chief for Squadron 15. And I'm here to talk to you today about the support that we give for food service to the sailors of the Theodore Roosevelt while here in Guam. We're going to talk about the PPE we wear, the food service preparation that we provide, and the subsequent cleanup that we have at the end of every meal. The first thing we're going to do is don our mask, our facial PPE. We wear this PPE the entire time that we are inside the hotel and around handling any of the food service. The next thing we're going to do is go don our gloves, so let's go get to it. Now that we're outside the restroom, we're going to wash our hands so that we don't pass any of the germs on to any of the other sailors. All right, so now that our hands are washed, we're going to put the last layer of PPE on, which is rubber gloves. We're going to put those rubber gloves on, and we're going to wear those throughout the entire evolution, all the way to the end, where we eventually doff them and wash our hands again. All right, now we're ready to go serve some sailors. At the loading area here at the hotel, where we feed roughly 180 sailors off the Theodore Roosevelt. Behind me is the food that we have already prepped up, ready to go. That food is loaded in this area and then set aside that we're going to deliver to each one of the rooms. For each one of the meals that we're going to provide today, they get a fruit cup, they have a salad that's kind of arranged here that they got set up, and then they have chicken, potatoes, green beans, and carrots for today. Okay, now we're going to have some of the sailors that actually help in this delivery process come in and actually get set up and start delivering meals to the residents. So here we're counting out each one of these trays right here, so for the salads and the fruits, and we separate all those out from each one of the floors for each one of these sailors. Once those are counted out, they're divvied up, they're delivered to each one of the doors and it's placed outside the door. Once all the food items have been delivered, we knock on the doors and we have a pregnant pause afterwards before they actually open the door and take their food. That way there's no direct contact between our sailors and the sailors that are in the room. So now that we've given them all the food items, we're going to knock on each one of these doors to let them know that lunch is ready. Lunch, 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 lunch. So now that we've completed all the food to each one of the rooms, we need to disinfect all the areas that we touch so we don't bring any of those germs or anything to other parts of the hotel. Now that our lunch process is complete and we've delivered all the food, the last thing we have to do is take off our gloves. So we're going to take off our gloves, trying to prevent us from actually contaminating anything else further. We have it in this trash can, and then we're going to go in here. We're actually going to wash our hands for at least 20 seconds. And then this afternoon, all lunch preparations are complete. We'll come back for dinner tonight.